Assalamu alaikum. Today we will start our new chapter, that is India, our motherland. Now we will first start with the major facts about India. India has an area of 3.28 million square kilometers. Another important thing that we need to remember from here is the distance between Kashmir to Kanyakumari is 3214 kilometers. Remember this, it means that the vertical line from north to south of the Indian country is 3214 kilometers, and the east to west from Arunachal Pradesh to Gujarat is 2933 kilometers. Arunachal Pradesh is the eastern border for us, while as Gujarat is the western border for us. And then we have the Great Indian Desert, the lofty mountains, the northern plains, the uneven plateau surfaces, and the coastal and island present a diversity of landforms. And not to forget, we also have a great variety in the climate, vegetation, wildlife, as well as in the language and culture. So currently we have 22 Indian official languages, 29 states and 9 union territories. So apart from landforms, climate, vegetation, wildlife, language and climate, we are also the second most populous country in the world after China. So currently India's population is 1.25 billion people. Now let's talk about locational setting. It means that where is India currently located? How do we recognize India if we have to see the entire globe as a whole? So India is located in the northern hemisphere, that is above the equator. The Tropic of Cancer, it passes through India, that's from Gujarat and Kolkata. From south to north, mainland of India extends between 8 degree 4 north and 37 degree 6 north latitudes. From west to east, India extends between 68 degree 7 east and 97 degree 25 east longitude. The southernmost tip of the mainland of India is the Kanyakumari or Cape Comorin. It lies 8 degree north of the equator, but the Nicobar Island groups is closer to the equator. While as the southernmost tip of the whole country, India is known as Indira Point, which lies at 6.45 degree north. The east-west extent of India is about 29 degree. It means that the local time changes by 4 minutes for every 1 degree difference in longitude, which means that each longitude has its own local time. When sun rises in the easternmost point of India in Arunachal Pradesh, it rises in the westernmost part of India in Gujarat after 2 hours. To avoid this confusion, India has accepted 82.5 degree east longitude as the Indian Standard Time, IST, Indian Standard Time, that is called the Standard Meridian of India. It is 5.5 hours ahead of the Greenwich Mean Time, GMT. Now, India's neighbors. There are 7 countries that share land boundaries with India, and they are Pakistan, Afghanistan, China, Nepal, Bhutan, Bangladesh, and Myanmar. China, Bhutan, and Nepal lie to north of India. Pakistan and Afghanistan lie to the northwest, while as Bangladesh and Myanmar lie to the northeast. Now we will learn about physical divisions. India has very distinct physical features that can be divided into 6 main divisions. They are the Himalayan mountains, the northern plains, the Peninsula Plateau, the Indian desert, the coastal plains, and the islands. So if you look at this map, you will see on the top of you have the northern mountains, and then we have the northern plains, and then we go on to the western side. We have the desert, that is Rajasthan, which is also called the Thar desert, and then go in the middle in the fourth category, the oranges area, that is the Peninsula Plateau. So most of the plateaus are here, and then you have the coastal plains around the area of Gujarat and coming down to the Kerala, again going from Tamil Nadu to Odisha, and then we have the islands, which are Andaman and Nicobar and Lakshadweep Island. Now we will discuss these 6 physical divisions of India one by one. The first one is the northern mountains. The mountains ranges run along the entire northern boundary of India. The northernmost range is the Karakoram range. The Karakoram range has Mount Godwin Austen, the world's second highest peak. There are big glaciers such as Sichuan Glacier. The world's largest glacier is found in this range. The Himalayan ranges, it runs from the northwest to the northeast along the border up to a length of about 2500 kilometers. The Himalayas consist of 3 parallel ranges: the Himadri or the Greater Himalayas, the Himachal or the Lesser Himalayas, the Shivaliks or the Outer Himalayas. Mount Everest, which is 8,848 meter high, the world's highest peak in Nepal, lies in the Himadri or Greater Himalayas. Mount Kanchenjunga in Sikkim in India, the highest peak in the Indian Himalayas, lies here, and it is 8,598 meters high. The Himachal, it lies between the Himadri and the Shivaliks. Its ranges are about 3,000 meters and 5,000 meters. Several hill stations like Shimla, Mussoorie, Nainital and Darjeeling fall in this range. Many other beautiful valleys like Kashmir and Kathmandu lies between the Himadri and the Himachal. Now, the southernmost range of the Himalayas is called the Shivalik range. The Shivaliks lie to the south of the Himachal, and its ranges are about 900 meters and 1200 meters. These are broad valleys called dunes that lie in this range. The mountains of the northeast region are known as the Purvanchal or the Eastern Hills. The second division is the northern plains. These northern plains are formed by the alluvial deposits of the Indus, Ganga, Brahmaputra and their tributaries. They extend from the Sutlej river in the west to the Brahmaputra plain in the east. The Indus Plains lies in the northwest, most of which lie in Pakistan. It is formed by the slit brought by the rivers. The Satluj, Ravi, Chenab and Jhelum are the tributaries of the river Indus. Now the Ganga Plains. It has been formed by the Ganga rivers and its tributaries. The Yamuna, Gandak, Kosi and Son are the tributaries of this river. The Ganga River and its tributaries rise in the Himalayas and join Bay of Bengal. They together form the world's largest and the most fertile delta called the Sundarban Delta. The next division is the Peninsula Plateau. To the south of the northern plains, there is a triangular landmass known as Great Peninsular Plateau. The river Narmada, it divides this plateau into two distant parts, the Malwa Plateau and the Deccan Plateau. This Malwa Plateau, it lies to the northwest and the Deccan Plateaus lie to the south. On the west and east, the Deccan Plateau is bounded by hills. These western hills are known as the Western Ghats, while as the eastern hills are known as the Eastern Ghats. There are many east-flowing rivers like Godavari, Mahanandi, Krishna and Kaveri, which cut these hills at several places. Another physical division of India is the coastal plains. These coastal plains are situated on both the sides of the Deccan Plateau, eastern coastal plains and western coastal plains. The eastern coastal plains is much broader than the western coastal plains, and it lies between the Bay of Bengal and the Eastern Ghats. The northern part of the eastern coastal plain is referred as the Northern Circades, while as the southern part is called the Coromandel Coast. Coromandel Coast. River Mahanandi, Godavari and Kaveri, they form deltas in the Coromandel Coast. The western coastal plains, they lie between the Arabian Sea and the Western Ghats, and the northern part of this western coastal plain is known as the Konkan Coast, while as the southern part of this is called the Malabar Coast. The fifth physical division is the Indian Desert. The Indian Desert lies to the west of the Aravalli range. It covers a large part of Rajasthan and is called the Thar Desert or the Great Indian Desert. This region, it experiences a little rainfall. Luni is the only big river here and which is a seasonal river. The last division is the island groups. There are two groups of islands in India. They are the Andaman and Nicobar in the Bay of Bengal and the Lakshadweep in the Arabian Sea. The Andaman and Nicobar Islands, they extend in north-south direction. These are bigger in size and about 550 in number. Then the Lakshadweep Islands are a group of small coral islands, many of which are uninhabited. Kavaratti is the capital of this union territory. So this was all about the India, its location and size, its neighboring countries and physical divisions of the